Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity. November 8033 Foxtrot, a Cessna flight training device that I built at home. And it looks like I left her door open, actually. Alright. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, Kwanzaa, Yule, whatever you might celebrate, holiday season, holiday day. And I hope everyone stayed safe. Gonna join the pilot club for one of their for their weekly, well, not so much weekly lately, but with the holidays, but for their GA Tuesday event. It's gonna be a crossfire type event, east to west and west to east, down in Atlanta ARTCC area. I chose the west route for our route today, and we're going to jump over in just a couple minutes to catch the actual briefing. But we're going to depart out of Tri-Cities, head southwest for a little bit, and down towards Asheville, and then west over, and final destination is going to be McKee-Tyson. Not familiar with any of these airports we're going to be at, and with time permitting, we're going to be doing a full stop at each of the airports on the route. But we'll just see how that goes. Let's see. Let's take a look at where we're at real quick. We've got a couple minutes to kill. Tri-City. And let's see here. What do we need to know about Tri-City? Runway 0523 and 0927. Let's look at NOTAMs. It doesn't look like there's any NOTAMs we need to be concerned about at Tri-City. So I'm going to assume that both runways are going to be available. It is a towered field, so there's probably going to be a tower or approach controller online to give us departing instructions. Greenville, it looks like it's going to be a class Golf. And then Asheville is a Charlie with some kind of weird airspace around it. It's not a full circle like I'm used to seeing. 6200 is the top shelf there. And then this is just a private strip along the route. And I didn't pick this route. This route was already provided by the pilot club as part of their crossfire event. And we're going to end up at, what is this, McKee-Tyson. So that's kind of our plan. WestJet, hello. Sorry I didn't see you chime in there. You're actually watching this in the airport. That's interesting. Looks like I saw you at Disney. Hope you had a good time there with the family and a good holiday. Okay. I think I want to be in the aircraft when we catch up with the pilot club briefing. So then that'll kind of allow me to get the aircraft started up while we're listening in on their briefing. But we're just going to go over real quick. Depart Tri-Cities, head southwest for about 25 miles, keeping power lines on the right and railroad on the left until you pass over Greenville. So let's take a look there. Talking about power lines and railroad. Do we see power lines and railroad here? Yes, we do. Power lines and railroad right there. Okay. And then until you pass over Asheville, turn south and travel 17 nautical miles until you reach Hot Springs. Okay, there's Hot Springs. And then head southeast through the valley following the railroad until you reach Asheville. So if we're following southeast through that valley following the railroad, okay, there's Asheville. Continue south in case you want to do a touch and go. Head north back to Asheville. Turn west at the left fork in the road towards Canton. Okay, there's a road left. Okay, that takes us towards Canton there. Continue following the road southwest through the valley until you reach Dillsboro. Following the road southwest, Dillsboro. Okay. Continue northwest and follow the railroad roughly 6 miles until you see a lake on your left. Continue follow the railroad, okay. 6 miles until you see a lake on the left. Okay. I guess that could be considered a lake. Turn west for a touch and go at 57 November Charlie. So that must be that one there. 57 November Charlie, Sosa Montfield. Continue heading west through the valley for 25 nautical miles until you arrive at Calderwood Dam. Calderwood Dam, okay. Turn north and head 19 miles to the destination. Alright, so it should be a fairly fun flight. Let's head on over to the aircraft and catch the briefing with the pilot club. I'll see you over there. Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome aboard Felicity. Sorry, I had to go back to the FBO real quick and grab a pen. I couldn't find my pen. That's going to be important. And I hear some aircraft running. Let's jump over, catch the briefing real quick with the pilot club in their Discord.
Aviation. I love GA, and you will too. One of the big things that we're trying to do with GA is to make sure, that people have fun, but also to put as much realism in it as we can. Kind of add some more layers to the flight. So yeah, okay. That's actually more on the actual flight. Let me do the briefing. Welcome to the briefing. So if you go to the website, there is a flight. There's a big blue button for flight crew that'll give you to the flight crew lounge where you can get all the latest information on what's going on if you're not already deep into the Discord. So we have a current giveaway of the Wilga or the Vision Jet. So click on that link and follow instructions to get entered. We have some Explorer missions that are related to what's going on with um, our on-air company side game. So we're in South America this month, and we're having fun down there with with all the terrains. And there's some explorer missions that can get you some more TPC points. Um, so click on that one to see some more information on that. We have our screenshot contest. Take some great screenshots. Go into the Discord, and there is a thread under the screenshot channel, and you should be able to submit. You can only vote by voting one TPC icon or emoticon. You can use as many other emoticons as you want, but to actually cast a vote, use the TPC one. There's no system stopping you from doing multiple, so just be mindful of how many TPC icons you are using while you're voting. We do have a weekly podcast that is hosted by Greg that comes out every Monday, lets people know what's going on that week for the flights and with the group. So check that out on YouTube. Give it a subscribe and thumbs up. We have our TPC charters, virtual airlines, which we're doing in South America. It is a whole lot of fun. Check it out if you want to add more, I guess, more tasks, more realism, just more layers to your flying. If you want to be a TPC donor, you can click that donate button. We are trying to give back to the group, give you guys better giveaways and just more things. So the money does not go into our pockets; it goes right back into the group. We have partner discounts if you're interested in that kind of things. Staff vacancies. We do have some positions that are available. Flight operations team lead, flight instructor, dev team, specifically JavaScript for Discord JS, and an Instagram manager. So if you want to get involved with those things, click on the view vacancies and see what you can do. We have some merch. Go ahead and check that out. We have flight school that's related to VATSIM's P rating, so you can go ahead and increase your P rating on VATSIM by using our flight school platform. And there's lots of things to learn there. It's very good. The instructors are great. So check that out when you get a chance. We have a ton of liveries for the club, official ones submitted by the members and so forth and so on. So while we're on Discord, please mute your microphone or use push to talk. While you are flying, we do encourage you guys to use your TPC call signs. It's not
Flight plan is
mandatory,
filed.
but we do recommend it. If you could also put operated by the pilot club.org into your flight plan remarks, that would be very helpful. Help us get some visibility with the controllers. All pilots that fly tonight get 250 TPC points.
Let's get
Those
things
that use
started
their
up.
call sign on the VATSIM network will get 500 TPC points. Members who have not completed
Weight and
the
balance.
onboarding should not fly tonight. In order to fly,
You
you
and I
should
on
go to the
board
Discord page,
with our gear.
the About and SOP.
Both wings
Take a
fully
look at
fueled.
that.
And
Go
takeoff weight
ahead and
3,033
click on
pounds.
the emoji
Out
that
of
everyone is using, and
3,100 available.
that would quickly fix that problem. But if you haven't gotten onboarded, please go ahead and get onboarded as soon as possible. Sterile flight deck. That just simply means that while we're on Discord, try and keep the conversation
Okay,
relative to
fuel
what
is good.
matters.
Weight and balance is good.
Be professional. Try not to miss your
We are
ATC
using
calls.
real world
While
weather.
you're
We
on the
did turn the
comm,
clock
be as
back a
verbose
couple
as
hours for
possible
some
so that the
daylight.
people that are
Give us
around
some
you will have
daytime
some
VFR.
idea as to where you are. Don't be shy.
Let's do
Try to get
a
not verbose as possible, but be
quick walk
concise, but
around real
just be
quick.
descriptive.
We'll take a
If
look.
that's an
All of
oxymoron.
our tires are inflated.
We just want to
I
make
don't
sure
see
that
any
people don't crash into each other.
fluid leaking underneath.
Tonight is what is that called? A crossfire event. So we have one path, we have one route.
Alright,
In this
flight
case, it's
controls.
going, east and west.
Rudder cables are intact
And
there.
if you're going
Although I'm kind of
west,
doing this
you should
backwards.
be. If you're flying west, it should be even
Beacon
numbers
landing, taxi, nav, strobe,
plus
keto heat.
500. If you're flying east, it should be even numbers plus 500. So in
Right,
theory,
green on the
you
right
guys
with the
should not
strobe.
be crashing into each other, but it'd be fun if you do.
Landing light and taxi
Does
light.
anyone have any questions about the admin things?
Right on the left with the strobe.
All right.
Rotating beacons working.
Find some stuff here. Where am I? As for tonight,
Keto heat's warm.
I'm gonna use Navigraph.
Flaps are going down.
me see here. I think I
Alright,
have
now let's
mine's
get all
loading
these
here.
loads off.
I didn't do it properly on here. Okay, but so we'll do the what is that? That's westbound.
Baggage door
West, yeah.
secure.
So we'll do westbound.
Rudder cables tight.
So we have
Rudder
Bristol,
cables tight.
Johnson. No,
Trim
we have
tab looks
Tri-Cities.
good.
So we're going from Tri-Cities
VOR antenna
to
secure.
Greenville, and then we basically here is the Smoky
Heim
Mountains.
joints and
The
the flaps
idea
are
is to
tight.
go through the valley, wherever you can. I think, yeah, you should have plenty of room
Aileron is free and
to
correct.
go through the valley. If you want to do a touch and go at Ashenville, by all means, talk to
Fuel cap
ATC, let them know what you're doing.
installed in a streamlined position.
Um, there is I'm
Oil
pointing my
checks good.
finger, but you can't see that because this is not a mouse. But there is a highway
Exhaust is
that's in the
secure.
middle of Ashenville that heads west. You can follow that
Canard
through,
elevator's working.
I guess. Where was that next one? Uh-oh. I probably should have used Skywalker.
Left aileron is
But
free and true.
basically, yeah. So here we're going to continue to through the valley. At
Left
some
fuel
point, it
cap
opens up with some lakes.
installed in a straight line.
That should look real pretty. And then you're going to head north once you get out of that into
Left flap.
Knoxville. No, where are we?
Heim joints
Where
tight.
am I? McGee Tyson. So that's
Alright,
one direction,
walk around
and
is
then
good.
basically you have the opposite, but it's the same path. That sounded wild. Regarding NOTAMs, we do have. Did I? I have it on the other computer. We discussed it earlier, but McGee does have a lot of closures in their taxis. On some of their taxis, which means that one of the runways is actually closed. ATC will most likely guide you all properly to where you need to go. All the other NOTAMs for the airports seem to be like obstacles and nothing out of the ordinary.
Let's get our bird started up here.
Birds and things like that. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, sorry. So in this section here, there is an MOA, Snowbird. I think it's called Snowbird MOA. Luckily for us, we are outside of its time zone or of its time slot. It's usually from 8 a.m. to I think 2000 hours, so we are good there. You shouldn't have any problems there. We do have a couple of class Charlies and class Deltas. Oh no, we have a couple of class Charlies and a class Delta. So just make sure that you give ATC heads up and try not to bust the Charlies whenever it's applicable. All right. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, this is Iceman. I got a quick question. Do we need to be on a specific server?
Specific server? No. Usually once you are you on Microsoft Flight Sim?
Yes.
Okay. So once you log into Flight Sim, as soon as you connect to the VATSIM network, then it doesn't matter what server you're on. You should be able to see the other airplanes on that network.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Any more questions? All right, gang. Have fun. I will try to monitor as best I can. And if you have any questions, I'll be here.
Thanks, Mark.
Are you flying this evening, Mark?
No, I'm still on vacation, but I will be flying next week for sure.
All right. Let's get things started up. What's our attack time now? I'm sorry, our Hobbs time. 3165.2. Hobbs time is 88.2 in our Peterson Cap Y. So we did our walk around, that looked good. We did pre-flight, got our fuel weight and balance. So let's just go ahead and get this bird started up. Okay, please go ahead and keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight. There's really not going to be a need to remove it. However, if you start to get uncomfortable, please let me know so that I can go ahead and terminate the flight. Okay, I've got hubs and takt time. All of our circuit breakers are in, and alternate static light. Seat track, let's get scooted up here. Alright, reach the rudder pedals, flight controls, that feels good. Okay, avionics are off, autopilot's off, carb heat is off. Need the key. Make sure to forward. Prop is high. Throttle slate. It's been about a week or so since we've flown, so I'm going to give it probably 4 on the primer. 1,
I'm looking at map.vatsim.net.
2,
Is approach on for both of the airports?
3,
Knoxville approach. Okay. Knoxville approach and Tri-City approach. Nice.
4. Alright, primer's in and locked.
They really hooked you guys up.
Brakes are on. Clear prop. Looks clear on the left.
Yeah, I think the only thing they didn't have on was
Clear on the right.
ZTL. Other than that, we got everything.
Clear in front.
Yeah, awesome. That is great.
All right.
I love it.
Master on. Beacon on. And mags to start.
Going to Pavel, Charlie. Do we call in the tower, or do there?
Alright, I'm gonna remain in the Pilot Club Discord. However, I'm gonna mute the Discord. At least until we get airborne. Then I might bring it back in. Alright, we are rotating. Turn our landing line on for safety. I'll give it a little bit for our oil temperature to come up before we do much of anything. I'm gonna lean out just a little bit here while we're on the ground. Alright, think we can move along to our pre-taxi checklist. M. Stein, hello, welcome. Good evening. Hope you had a good Christmas. We are on the ground here at Tri-Cities, Tango Romeo India, and we're gonna head west towards the Tango Yankee Sierra, which is McGee Tyson Airport. Let's get our pertinent frequencies. We can't write these down until we actually connect to VATSIM. Alright, so we got Tri-Cities approach departure. And that is 125.5. And we've got a ground here at Tri-Cities. And an ATIS. Alright, we got a full stack here at Tri-Cities. ATIS 128.25, 118.250, ground 121.7, and tower 119.5. Alright, that's going to be all we need to get out of here. let's see where we're at here in our checklist. Seatbelts, I'll get that on in just a moment. Flaps are up. Avionics going on. And let's grab ATIS 118.250.
We got temperature of -3, dew point -5, altimeter 3024. Visual approach and use runway 23 and we're landing and departing runway 23. Notice assist all air missions, read back all hold short instructions via aircraft, say direction of flight and aircraft type. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Bravo.
Bravo's current. Let's catch that again from the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tri-Cities. We got ATIS info, Bravo at time 00530. The wind is calm and the visibility is 10. Sky conditions, the sky is clear. We got temperature of -3, dew point -5, altimeter 3024. Visual approach and use runway 23 and we're landing and departing runway 23. Notice assist all air missions, read back all hold short instructions via aircraft, say direction of flight and aircraft type. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Bravo.
Bravo. Three 3024. Alright, ground 121.7. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna get tower on standby.
Taxi runway 23 via Alpha, Park 2112.
Tri-City Tower, this is 531 Charlie Papa at cargo ramp. Request taxi to runway 23, west departure.
531 Charlie Papa, runway 23 taxi via Romeo, cross runway 27.
Taxi on Romeo, crossing 27 for 23, 531 Charlie Papa.
I look up 2112, advise information, Bravo.
531 Charlie Papa.
Tower 50212, can repeat?
I look up 2112, advise information, Bravo.
I have information, Bravo, Alpha 2112.
I look up 9285, advise information, Bravo.
Sorry, didn't understand the request, Pilot Club 9285.
Look up 9285, advise information, Bravo. I look up 2112, Tower 119.5, see ya.
1.1.5, thank you.
Alright, what are we doing here? We're still at our pre-taxi checklist. Transponder on, mode Charlie. We got our weather, it's at our altimeter. ADS-B, we'll turn that on with our nav lights. Brakes, we'll test on the roll as well as our attitude and turn coordinator. Heading indicator to compass, let's check that real quick. Okay, that looks good there real quick, so it stays fresh on my mind. We have a pedostatic instrument. We have a vacuum instrument. The vacuum gyro. We have a static gauge. We have another static instrument. We've got an electric gyro, an electric turn coordinator. Alright.
This is Pilot Club 9285, have information, Bravo. Alright, Pilot Club 9285, thanks for Bravo.
Tri-Cities ground, November 8033 Foxtrot. Correction, Tri-Cities ground, Pilot Club 33.
I'll look up 33 Tri-City go.
We are at the GA North Ramp, type 182 slant Gulf with Bravo, looking for VFR departure heading 240 degrees.
Pilot Club 33, runway 23, taxi via Alpha.
23 via Alpha, Pilot Club 33.
Tri-City ground 531 Charlie Papa. I'm gonna go disconnect and then reconnect as
Well, look at that, it's right there.
Club 641.
Roger. Pilot Club 9285, Tower 1 out report 5, see you later.
Alright, we got tower on standby. We got our taxi
Pilot
clearance.
Club 9285, Tower
Parking
1
brake off,
out
mixture full rich. Brake
acknowledge,
test.
changing frequency, Pilot Club 9285.
Alright, brakes are working. Turn coordinator, DG is working.
Pilot Club 33, just let me know when you have information, Bravo.
Tri-City's ground, Pilot Club 33, we advise Bravo on initial call. We do have the numbers.
Thanks.
Alright, let's see. Um, 2-3 via Alpha. Tell you what, I need to use the restroom. I hate doing this. I'm sorry, I will be right back. We are still at the ramp. Parking brake is set. Lean out for ground ops, and I'll be right back. Alright, I do terribly apologize about that short delay there. Seatbelts on, let's get scooted back up here. Alright, full rich, brakes are on, parking brake off. Let's go ahead and taxi via Alpha and not hit this helicopter on the way over. Alright, well here's the taxi line. I imagine this will take us to Alpha. Nope, sure does, and in fact it looks like some sort of compass rose there. So let's just hit it perpendicular.
Pelican 33, Squawk Mount C.
Can you please repeat for Pilot Club 33?
Pilot Club 33, Squawk Mount C.
We are squawk mode Charlie, Pilot Club 33.
Tri-City Tower, Pilot Club 641, holding short runway 23, west departure VFR.
Pilot Club 641, Tower 100.1.
Yeah, it is in the checklist, but we were already squawked.
Going to Tower
We were already mode Charlie.
119.5, right?
We were already VFR in mode Charlie, alt on. So I'm not sure.
Thanks for help.
I'm not sure what the request was.
Thank you. Pilot Club 641.
Alright, ground.
Pilot Club 33, Tower 100.5.
Tower 109.5. Thank you for your service. Good evening, Pilot Club 33.
Tri-City Tower, this is Pilot Club 641, holding short runway 23, west departure VFR.
Pilot Club 641, Tri-City Tower, hold short.
641, holding short.
Club 641, verify that's Pilot Club 641 rather than Papa Charlie 641.
Yes, it is Pilot Club. Do I need to disconnect and write Pilot Club full?
Sir, you're only PC at the moment.
Okay, let me quickly go offline and I'll fix that for you.
Oh, okay. Tri-Cities Tower, Pilot Club 33, holding short runway 23, VFR ready.
33, Tri-City Tower, right turn on course is approved, runway 23, clear for the option. Correction, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, right turn on course approved, Pilot Club 33.
695, Papa Whiskey, frequency change approved for flight phone, you can find it on 125.5, good evening.
125.5 for 95 Papa Whiskey.
Okay. Let's grab that center line. Alright, ease into that full power. It's gonna help with our rudder and our takeoff. Don't have much for winds. Not a lot of wind correction needed.
Pilot Club 641, holding short
Airspeed.
runway 23.
Rotate.
641, looks like you made one more mistake, now it's TCPD.
Positive.
Tango Papa Charlie 641.
Positive rate. Stay over the runway, which we still have plenty of runway left, but everything is in the green. We've got a positive rate.
641,
We're going to call it a go.
turn on course approved, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Okay, Tri-City. Pilot Club 641, trying again.
Club 641, turn on course approved, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff runway 23 for west departure. VFR, thank you.
Alright, what's it say here? Head southwest for roughly 25 miles. Keep
33, frequency change approved, have an amazing flight.
frequency change approved, Pilot Club 33, thank you. Let's go ahead and get guard on, monitor guard on COM 2. Head southwest, keeping the power lines on your right and the railroad on your left. Alright, so we gotta head down a little ways to find those power lines, it looks like.
Pilot Club 641, frequency change approved.
Pilot Club 641, going to Unicom 122.8.
that's what it says. Power lanes on your right and the railroad on your left. Alright, so let's turn south and intercept these power lines and railroad. And let's try and do these turns and maintain an altitude as well instead of ballooning up like we just did. So if you've just joined us within the last 15 minutes or so, hope you all had a great holiday, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Yule, whatever it is you might celebrate, if you celebrate anything. Alright, there it is. Let's give it a bit more left there. Alright, there's the power lines. I feel like there's something going on with my scenery in this area. You know why? That's because I was doing some scenery testing. So right now we're running on the bare minimum. So once we land at this first airport, we're going to restart the simulator. But we'll land here at Greenville before we do that. I was trying to figure out why none of the landmarks were showing like they were supposed to, but this is just default X-Plane 12 terrain and mesh that we're flying over.
Tri-City Tower, November 6th, 5 Pop Whiskey's about, I don't know, 3-4 miles over to the east.
How far are we from Greenville? About 5 miles. Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 33, 5 miles to the east. Gonna be entering the 45 to join the left downwind for runway 23 Greenville. Not if I crash us into the ground first, we're not going to. And this is why we should probably, new craft, which is an acronym, just about every airport that we might hit on some of these routes. Because if I did my pre-flight properly, I would already have that runway length had written down and the numbers. But I did not go over every airport along the route like I should have. So we're gonna follow along. Looks like the road is gonna run south of that airport, so that'll be nice because then that'll set us up for a good teardrop entry back down into the downwind. Field elevation 1608, so I should be on that pattern altitude now. Okay.
Traffic, Pilot Club 641 taking 23 west departure.
Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 33 is 4 miles east, going to be entering the teardrop to join the left downwind, runway 23, full stop, Greenville.
Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 641, cleared runway 23, west departure. Greenville.
So after we land, like I said, we're gonna exit X-plane, and then I'm gonna readjust my scenery. Then we'll reload back up here in Greenville and depart from Greenville and continue on our legs. We'll continue the next leg. Pretty sure that's the field right over there. Excuse me. Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 33 is on the 45 to join the left downwind 23 full stop, Greenville. Alright, we're a little bit close on that downwind there. That's alright, we'll whip it around in there.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I really wanted to fly this flag today too.
Alright,
I'll have
there's
to
the
do that
numbers,
when I
let's
go
power
back.
back, carb heat on. Alright, we're in the white arc, give me a flaps 10. Prepare for the bubble up, and let's look for 80.
Jeez, if I can find them.
Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 33, turning left base 23,
I
full
didn't
stop,
see it
Greenville.
until I was 3 miles out. Maybe it's tough.
Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 33, left base to final approach 23, full stop, Greenville. Probably ought to go around. How much runway do we have? Do we have enough runway to correct this?
Have to do is just a little bit localized.
Yeah, we'll be alright. Just gonna we slip it in there a little bit. Alright, power's all the way out.
It was paved, Dylan, right?
Yeah, correct. It is paved at least, but very short.
Okay, yeah. Charts show it 2,200 feet. So. And it shows it paved too, so I was just kind of curious to send that over.
I just knocked out a touch and go. I didn't even bother stopping.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Alright, acceptable landing. Repeat off. Flaps up. Greenville traffic. Pilot Club 33 is clear of runway 23. Greenville. Alright, let's just not delay. Disconnect
I
from
think there's a
VATSIM.
delay. You can see it. Oh, I see it now. Oh, wow, you aren't kidding. Mark, you see this?
Alright, and we're gonna have to completely exit. Explain. We'll go in here to X organizer. Yeah, okay. And we'll turn our default, our normal scenery back on. Okay. Alright, should be good to go. And we need to load up in at GCY, Golf Charlie Yankee. we're there. And we're just gonna go ahead and load up at the hold short.
Casey, was that some gust?
No, side slip.
Okay.
Because I have way too much speed still. And I'm way too high.
I can see that cliff. It's actually a little scary.
It's gonna take a little bit longer to load because we're loading all the ortho and the overlays now. Thought something was funny when I started it earlier and it kind of loaded right in. All right. Reconnect. And expedite our startup. Master, beacon, throttle quarter, mixture rich. Don't need to reprime it. Max to start. And engine RPM, landing light on for safety. Nav lights on, strobe lights on, avionics on. Mode Charlie, heading indicator to compass. 5. Looks about there. Nobody's behind me. Unicom. And we didn't connect right. Yep. Alright. Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 33, taking runway 23, straight out departure, Greenville. After we fly over Greenville, turn south and travel 17 miles until we reach Hot Springs. So we should be able to identify Greenville now once we get back up in the air. Hot Springs. Okay, so we can probably take that road. Almost straight out, huh? Parking brake off. Okay. Ease into that full power. Airspeed's coming alive. Let's rotate. Positive rate. That looks so much better.
Greenville traffic, Pilot Club 33, airborne off Air 23, departing the area to the southwest. Last call, Greenville. Alright, situational awareness, we just took off out of Greenville, temperature's -1 Celsius, cruising along 3,000 feet, everything was good on the instruments, nothing on the annunciator panel. We're going to follow this road down to Hot Springs. Where was it at? Hot Springs. I think one of these times I'm going to try to strap the GoPro to my head and do a first-person point of view, as opposed to kind of the middle seat. But I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out. We are with the Pilot Club this evening in a crossfire type event down in the Atlanta ARTCC area. May as well go ahead and grab flight following, huh? 125.50. Holston Mountain. Tri-City departure, Pilot Club 33.
Pilot Club 33, Tri-City.
Good evening. We're Type 182 slant Gulf at 3,000 feet, 43 miles southwest of the Holston Mountain VOR, and we're direct to Asheville, looking for a VFR flight following.
Club 33, Roger, squawk 2427, Tri-City altimeter 3024.
2427, Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, radar contact, precision answer report. You said you're direct to Asheville right now?
Roger, at direct to Asheville, Pilot Club 33.
3 Roger, yeah, if you had any more southbound, you'll be out of my airspace, so, yeah, I guess if you want to stay with me for a little bit more, that's fine.
Yeah, if you could hang on to me as long as you can, I'd appreciate it, Pilot Club 33.
38 for him, I'll try to stick with you as long as I can. I got no traffic within the area around too early, except for those other guys who got to Asheville, but just, yeah, I'll hold on for you as long as I can.
Tabletop Android, appreciate that. Always a pleasure having you aboard. Alright, so this should be Hot Springs coming up, this area here. And from here, what will we, let's see, head southeast through the valley, following the railroad until you reach Asheville. Okay. We're in some mountainous areas, so I don't want to be too low, but I don't want to be too high either.
Hello, aircraft, Tri-City Airport, it's information, Charlie altimeter 3024.
It has, yes, XP12 definitely makes things a lot more VFR friendly, even if it's without any scenery add-ons, because it takes advantage of the latest.
33, unfortunately, this is the first I can have you here. I got no traffic within a 15 nautical mile radius of you. So you can render reserve terminated for exchange approved. You have a good one.
Frequency exchange approved, over to Unicom. Thank you for your service. Have a good evening, Pilot Club 33.
I know.
I think it has, even with just the stock, you know, gold OSM data, it makes things a bit more recognizable.
late 4500 inbound, just direct left down 415, Jackson County.
There's kind of lots of valleys around here that I guess we can kind of fly through to get southeast there towards Asheville. So I'm not exactly sure what specific valley that they had in mind when they charted it out, but we'll get there. The other thing is that Pilot Club is mostly a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 group. So when they design these routes, a lot of the routes are designed in FS 2020. And so while theoretically all the hills and valleys and everything should be the same, I don't know if they technically are. But looks like this river will take us there. Let's follow the river. The problem is when you're directly over top of the river, it gets kind of difficult to see. We might have to sidestep it a little bit, keep it out the right window. I have a knob on my audio panel. I wrote a Lua script that enables me to adjust the time in the simulator with the other knob on the audio panel. Sometimes it's convenient if it starts to get dusk and you need a little bit of daylight, or if you want to reposition the sun. So the river's not going to take us all the way there. It'll take us mostly there. One 121.1, so there's a tower controller on an Avalon. And Avalon ATIS 120.2.
Asheville Tower, good evening, Pilot Club 217 is 18 miles to the northwest. Looking for a touch and go on runway 17 and then a departure to the north. We have information, Whiskey.
Pilot Club 217, Asheville Tower. You're with your contact, the altitude altimeter 3024. And let's see, you can have you enter a right base for runway 17.
3024 will enter a right base for 17, Pilot Club 217.
Asheville Tower, Pilot Club 59.
120.2, yeah, negative 8 is there.
Report east, 397.2. Clear for the option, and left crosswind, departure approved.
Alright, let's do a 360 so we don't bust into that space there, into that Charlie. Asheville Tower, Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, Asheville Tower.
Good evening, type 182 slant Gulf, about 12 miles north. We'll be inbound for a full stop, negative on the ATIS, but we do have local weather.
Club 23, Asheville altimeter 3024, make straight in runway 17.
Straight in runway 17024, Pilot Club 33.
Club 9285, squawk my Charlie, please, thanks.
Asheville Tower, please repeat squawk. Pilot Club 9285.
Club 9285, squawk VFR, mode Charlie.
So we're going to be straight in, runway 17.
Tower 39, that's what you want to go. Club 1397, roger.
Asheville Tower, good evening. Pilot Club 802 is with you, 5500, about 15 west of the field with the ATIS, and we have Pilot Club 217 in sight.
Pilot Club 802, Asheville Tower. You can follow that traffic for a right base for runway 17.
We'll follow the diamond for right base 17, and we're also at touch and go depart to the north for Pilot Club 802.
That's it, thanks.
Alright, Asheville is what is our elevation here? 2164. So figure pattern altitude is going to be 3,200 feet. We were given straight in. We're about 9 or miles north.
Up to 17, traffic at your 11 o'clock, 6 miles southbound for runway 17, altitude indicates 3,800, report time.
Looking, Pilot Club 217.
Up 33, traffic, 3 o'clock, 6 miles eastbound, entering base for runway 17, altitude 5,500, report time.
We're looking for traffic, Pilot Club 33.
Vessel traffic, waiting runway 17 for departure, Pilot Club 925.
Pilot Club 935, flight runway heading runway 17, clear for takeoff. Up to 17, you got that traffic, second.
Affirm, Pilot Club 217, just got him.
Up to 17, you'll follow the Cessna to runway 17, thanks, you'll be number 2.
Follow the Cessna to 17, Pilot Club 217.
Ashford Tower, Pilot Club 33, I've got traffic over my right wing, 3 o'clock.
Club 33, roger, they'll follow you. Club 9285, same intentions again.
Sorry, please repeat tower, Pilot Club 925.
Club 9285, same intentions.
Am paying attention.
Club 9285, what would you like to do?
I was taking off.
Club 9285, roger. For now, make right close traffic, runway 17.
Making right traffic 17.
Club 33, runway 17, clear for the option, unable to stop and go.
Clear for the option, 17, unable stop and go, Pilot Club 33.
Up to 17, clear for the option, runway 17, unable stop and go.
Clear for the option 17, no stop and goes, Pilot Club 217.
Up 802,
Copy
runway
that.
17, clear for the
Slow
option, no
descent.
stop and go, you're number 3. Number 3, clear for the option, no stop and go, Pilot Club 802.
Alright, looks
Club
like
9285, you
we're
want
going to exit to our left here.
No, I would like to depart for Knoxville. Thank you.
Club 9285, right downwind departure approved, have a safe flight back to Knoxville.
Acknowledge right wing, right traffic, departure Knoxville. Thank you.
Downwind departure approved, thanks.
Alright, 2 red, 2 white.
Club 1397, are you still flat 2?
Give me flaps 10.
Processing that right now. We'll take away our reports, break up, and he's going to swap VFR now all the way over to Knoxville for 1397.
Fantastic. You're out of my airspace anyways. Have a safe flight back to Knoxville. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Zero, 1397.
Club 33, traffic 12 o'clock. 2 aircraft entering final runway 17. Report site.
Traffic inside Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, thanks.
Alright, 70 knots, that's good. Alright, let's pull this power out, we're a little bit high. Alright, let's go flaps 2.
Club 1397,
Prepare for the bubble.
please don't forget to see available for exchange approved. Have a safe flight.
Please exchange approved, welcome VFR 1397, thank you for your services, see you around.
2 red, 2 white. Carbine's on. Fuel on both. aim for the numbers. Right, hold it, hold it. Okay.
Pilot Club 33, you want to taxi to the ramp or taxi back?
I'd like to actually hold short on Kilo if possible for a 5-minute recess and then take back off.
Club 33, why don't you pull into the ramp for now? I'm not sure what these other guys will want to do.
Alright, I'll head to the ramp, Pilot Club 33.
Same with Julia there.
Alright, need to take a quick break and be right back. Okay. Strobes going off for now, parking brakes on, flaps going up. Let's lean out just a little bit. Alright, parking brake is good, we're holding. Alright, I'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
Club 9285, traffic 12 o'clock, opposite direction, 3 miles, 5,400.
Tower Pilot Club 217, we're on the go. Any chance for some local VFR about 5 to 10 north of the field?
Pilot Club 217, I got, that should be okay for now. Yeah, right downwind departure, move to the north.
Right downwind down to the north, Pilot Club 217, thanks.
Alright. Where were we? We were in Asheville.
Club 802, make left close traffic.
Left close traffic, Pilot Club 802. Pilot Club 802, we're going to just be departing the area to the north.
Alright, Club 802, left, downwind departure approved.
Downwind departure, Pilot Club 802, thank you.
Alright. See if we can get back out of here and continue on. Asheville Tower, Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, go.
At the north ramp, type 182, slant golf, looking to taxi VFR, departing on a heading of 270 degrees. Still negative on the ATIS, but we have the numbers.
Club Club 33, runway 17, taxi via Alpha.
17 via Alpha, Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, do you still want flight following?
If you can accommodate flight following, that'd be great, Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, same squawk 2427.
2427, Pilot Club 33.
Club 2991, Asheville Tower, how do you hear?
Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Carpeet on.
Asheville Tower, Papa Charlie 29er, Iron Base, base track to runway 17. Orientation is to make a touch and go.
Club 2991, make straight in, runway 17, clear land.
Runway 17 clear to touch and go.
Club 33, right crosswind departure approved, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Right crosswind departure, 17 clear for takeoff, Pilot Club 33. No delay, let's get out of here. Strobes on. Here we go, full power. Rudder for center. Airspeed. Rotate. Positive rate. Let's climb out at BY. Okay, let's make our crosswind.
Tango, Papa Charlie 1, clear to touch and go. Runway 17 orientation is to make a left downwind to depart to the north.
Club 29 and 91, roger.
Alright, let's head back up here to our fork in the roads that we need to get to. Technically we're kind of departing in the downwind, but we still made it crosswind before we turned downwind. is supposed to split up here on the left. Turn west at the left fork in the road towards Canton. So that's going to be our plan. Looks like we're going to follow this road up here till we get to a fork in the road and we'll go left. Okay, there's our road there.
Aircraft 2991 Asheville Tower is closing. Have a safe flight. Back out to KTRI-KTYS.
Change it to 122 decimal 8. Thank you. Bye.
Fork in the road. There's actually two roads, I guess. We'll take both of them. So we're gonna maintain this road through Canton until we get to Dillsboro. Okay. There's Dillsboro. Alright, so we're just gonna be IFR, I guess. We're gonna follow this road. Tabletop Android, appreciate that chair. Thank you so much with that 1 bit. Thank you. We're going to be high enough to get through here. What's our altitudes here? 3,000, 3,100. And we'll stay 3,500, see what that puts us at. I really do enjoy flying the Peterson Katmai. It's a very finger sensitive aircraft. With those front canards does not take a whole lot of input to for the aircraft to do what you want it to do. as far as your elevator goes. Alright, how are we looking? How are we looking? We are relatively low as we're traversing through here. But I do want to kind of maintain a visual on this road and I guess check out some of the scenery too. But we're still 500 AGL, so we're not illegal by any means. Alright, so we're going to follow this road through the valley until we get to Dillsboro. Down there. Alright, so when this forks off, we're going to want to take the left. Looks like it's going to fork off twice, so we're going to want to take the left for both forks. I imagine 123.9er. That's who I'm going to be talking to next. Alright, there's the one road. Alright, so we're taking our left fork here. He asked if I wanted to retain flight following the tower controller did out of Asheville, but I know I'm way out of his airspace. Asheville Tower, Pilot Club 33. Did I miss a handoff from you? Yeah, you probably can't even hear me. . Alright, that's fine. Alright, we're at 51 miles from our final destination. Knoxville. Knoxville approach is who we're going to be talking to next, if they're still online. Contact Knoxville approach within 20 nautical miles. Okay. Yeah, I'm very glad we took that time to stop and switch out our scenery. I probably would not have enjoyed the flight as much if we were on the default mesh. Can I tell the difference between payware and default and payware mesh? In X-Plane 11, absolutely I could. In X-Plane 12, I haven't run into many mesh problems, even with the default mesh. It's just not as pretty as the ortho. imagery, I should say. I'm still using the X-Plane 12 actual terrain mesh, but I am using ortho photos for scenery. You're welcome, Skydiver Rob. Now for 11, absolutely, I think any mesh, even the free Alt-Pilot X HT mesh is a far cry superior than the default X-Plane 11 mesh. But with 12, I haven't run into any mesh irregularities with the real world yet. Full time now, okay. You and I both, I think. Ever since I got my issues with 12 resolved, I don't think I've fired up 11. Alright, Dillsboro, that name sounds familiar. What were we supposed to do for here? Turn northwest and follow the railroad roughly 6 miles. No any good Alaska orthos that aren't ortho for XP. No, I did mine Alaska orthos with ortho for XP, and I used the ARC imagery. So as far as not being for ortho XP, that I don't know. I don't have any recommendations for that. Alright, looking for some railroad tracks. Where are these railroad tracks at? Are they paralleling this road? It can be cumbersome ortho for XP. I'm only familiar with it on Windows, so I don't know how it works on other platforms. Okay, yeah, with the executable file, and if you run a with the exe file, it's pretty standard once you do it a couple times. But once you get your flows down and going in and what to change initially, and then what to set your custom DEM to. Once you get that stuff down, downloading the tiles comes second nature.
Actual departure number 58 Whiskey Echo with you at 2300, climb up to 3000.
Number 58 Whiskey Echo, Knoxville departure, radar contact, maintain VF, on course.
Hawker 125, welcome my friend, and thank you again for that resubscription there. Thank you so much.
Whiskey Echo, roger, resume appropriate VFR altitudes.
Roger, appropriate VFR altitudes, number 58 Whiskey Echo.
I did have a good Christmas, I hope you did as well. Skydiver Rob, you're quite welcome.
58 Whiskey Echo, are you looking for service outside of the trailing?
Roger.
So yes or no question, are you looking for service outside of the trailing?
Yes, sir.
I wonder if this little airport is gonna be in here. Should be. Pretty sure it is. I'm gonna bring the ACES power out. Looks like the road is gonna be, actually, the river is just gonna be north of it. Looks like the road might be south. Right, maybe here around this lake area.
Vicky approach, this is Pilot Club 9285, 15 miles southwest, or southeast. Request transition Charlie for full stop landing at Vicky Airport.
Flight Club 9285, Knoxville approach clock 1030, say aircraft type.
This is Flight Club 9285, this is Cessna 310, please repeat squawk code.
Club 9285, squawk 1030.
See if we can find this little airport.
Club 9285, radar contact 18 miles to the southeast of the Knoxville Airport.
Boy.
Verify you have ATIS Tango.
Oh boy.
Enter the right downwind, runway 5 left.
Yeah, no way. There's no way we're gonna get in there. Carpet on, power.
Club 9285, enter right base, runway 5 left.
What is this runway, like 500 feet?
Right base, 5 left.
22, that didn't seem like 2,000 feet. Yeah, we're not doing that one. Unless I want to get us all twisted up in there. We'd almost have to kind of slip in there. Hang on. Yeah, that can't be it. If that is it, we're not gonna do that one. Yeah, that one's gonna be a negative. See if we can get an ATIS for where we're going. 128.35.
41-0, track conditions clear, temperature -1, dew point -4, altimeter 3024. Expect the visual approach for runway 5 left. No SLI emissions, respect all short instructions, view for aircraft direction of flight. Remark, taxiway CR closed, taxiway Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 5, Alpha 8, and Alpha 9 are closed. Taxiway Romeo 6, Romeo 7, Romeo 8, and Romeo 9 are closed. Taxiway Gulf 4 closed. Taxiway Gulf between the cargo ramp and the Air National Guard upper ramp is closed.
Wow.
Taxiway Bravo 2, Bravo 3, Bravo 4, Bravo 6 closed. Taxiway Alpha between taxiway Alpha 1 and taxiway Charlie closed. Taxiway Alpha between taxiway Alpha 7 and Alpha 9 are closed. Advise initial contact, give information Tango.
Tango. Knoxville approach, Pilot Club 33.
Pilot Club 33, Knoxville approach, squawk 2607, say request.
2607, 31 miles southeast of McGee to land with Tango, type 182 slant roll.
Club 33, Knoxville approach, radar contact on our right base, runway 5 left.
Right base, runway 5 left, Pilot Club 33.
Pilot Club 9285, proceed westbound for the right base, runway 5 right. And 5 left.
Pilot Club 9285, going westbound for runway 05 left.
Hawker, you had a busy Christmas, but it was great. That's great to hear that. Yeah, we had a couple different places to go to, so I had some traveling to do on Christmas Day.
1255, have a good one.
Alright, we were
Club
getting,
9285, contact tower 121.2.
we were getting the right base, 5 left.
Pilot Club 9285, calling tower. Thank you very much.
I don't know if anybody can see it, but right here, a friend of mine 3D printed a new holder for the control box of my headset, which gets kind of cumbersome. So it's nice to not to have that thing fall off the seat anymore and pull my headphones off of my ears. It's not bad in the real aircraft because I plug my intercom in or my headset in up at the panel, but in here my intercom is down towards the bottom, so the control box is always down there. It always added some weight wearing the headset, so it's nice not to have to hold it or have it in the seat. I'm gonna have to go back and look into this Sosamon Airport. If it's not something in X-Plane, I'm gonna put it in X-Plane. Alright, yep, we'll make a note to do that. Go and look at that one. I don't think I can take this all the way in. I think I'm gonna have to climb up out of here. Calderwood Dam, that sounded familiar. Let's see. Continue heading west through the valley for 25 miles until you arrive at Calderwood Dam. Turn north and head 19 miles to our destination of McGee. Alright. Is 3,000 feet gonna be alright for us? I don't know. Let's start climbing up.
Central Aircraft Axle Information Uniform, current altimeter 3024. Alright, this should be Calderwood Dam. Pilot Club 33, make straight in, runway 5 left.
Make straight in, runway 5 left, Pilot Club 33. Field elevation 986, figure 2000 per pattern. I don't have the runway environment or the airport environment made yet. We're still 17, 18 miles away. My initial instruction was to enter a right base for 5 left. Now we're told to make straight in for 5 left. But either way, I gotta come through on a right base almost. All these closed taxiways. Alright. Now we're landing 5 left. And we're rolling down. We're not going to make Gulf 3 most likely. Is Gulf 4 open or closed? Gulf 4, taxiway G. So, yep, Gulf 4 is closed.
Taxiway Bravo 2, Bravo 3, Bravo 4, and Bravo 6 closed. Taxiway Alpha between Taxiway Alpha 1 and Taxiway Charlie is closed. And Taxiway Alpha between Taxiway Alpha 7 and Alpha 9 are closed. Advise on initial contact to give information uniform. Oscillator information uniform 0253 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky conditions clear, temperature -2, dew point -4, altimeter 3024. Expect visual approach for runway 5 left. Notice flare emissions, respect all short instructions, see for taxi direction of flight. Remarks, taxi Sierra is closed. Taxiway Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 5, Alpha 8, and Alpha 9 are closed. Taxiway Romeo 6, Romeo 7, Romeo 8, and Romeo 9 closed. Taxiway Gulf 4 closed. Taxiway Gulf between the cargo ramp and the Air National Guard upper ramp is closed. Taxiway Bravo 2, Bravo 3, Bravo 4, and Bravo 6 closed. Taxiway Alpha between Taxiway Alpha 1 and Taxiway Charlie is closed. And Taxiway Alpha between Taxiway Alpha 7 and Alpha 9 are closed. Advise on initial contact, give information, uniform.
Man, we just can't get off the runway then, huh?
Oscillated information, uniform 0253 Zulu, wind calm, visibility.
Miles from the field, start a descent here, carb gate on, prop high, power back. Trim for this descent.
Club 33, contact Tower 121.2.
Tower 1.2, Pilot Club 33, thank you for your service, good evening. Knoxville Tower, Pilot Club 33, 8 miles south to land, ATIS Tango. ATIS uniform.
Pilot Club 33, Knoxville Tower, good evening. Wind calm, runway 5 left, clear land, long landing approved.
Clear land 5 left, long landing approved, Pilot Club 33. So we can take Golf 5. Heading indicator to compass. Right, here's pattern altitude. Let's level off here. Still got a few miles to go yet. Alright, let's get better lined up with that runway. Alright, let's pull some of this power back out now. Let's get over to the center line and we'll kind of straighten out this little crap we got going on. Alright, pull this power out so we can drop some altitude. I'm still pitching for 80. A little bit high. That's fine, we'll pull some power back out. And remember, we're going to use all this runway. Flaps 10, prepare for a bubble up. Alright, hold it. Power's all the way out. Let's just fly it all the way down to the runway. Carpeet's on. So technically, ground effect is essentially the distance of your wingspan off of the runway. Let's see if we can get this thing to fly ground effect. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Alright, Gulf 4 is closed.
Falcon 33, welcome to Knox Lake and taxi ramp via Gulf. Good night.
Ramp via Gulf. Pilot Club 33, thanks for your service. Good evening.
Thanks for flying. Good night.
Flaps up. Carpeed off. Just gonna go right over to this this hangar right over here. Alright, I think this will work.
Attention aircraft, Knoxville Tower is closed for further ATC services. Contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Alright, securing our aircraft. What do we got here? EOT is off. Avionics going off. G5 going down. Tell you what I want to do. I'm going to do a mag test. I'm going to shut it off with the key and see if it actually kills the engine. Alright, so the magnetos are good. Mixture of lean. Lights going off. Mastered off. Okay. We're on the ground here at Knoxville. McKee, Tyson. Tell you what I want to do. Disconnect from VATSIM. Thanks for the flight, everyone. It was a great event. Okay. Let's exit out of that. Close that. Alright. Let's head back to the FBO. We'll debrief for a couple minutes. I'll see you there.
Alright, I do want to take a moment and thank everyone that came in and flew this evening for our event with the Pilot Club. It was a crossfire type event, but for a crossfire type of event, I didn't run into as much traffic in the crossfire as I expected to. I guess those things happen. All in all, I think it was a decent flight. Other than our overlook on the scenery initially, but once we got our scenery switched back over to our normal scenery instead of our test mode, everything was looking really good. And scenery wise, in X-Plane 12, the only thing that I use is custom ortho photos that I do with Ortho for XP, and I use the Global Force version 2, and I use the SimHeaven X America. Yeah, I think X-Plane 12 is X America. That's really the only three things that I use. I don't have a lot of add-in airports for X-Plane 12 just yet, but I really, even for visual, I haven't really needed any updated airports either, because X-Plane 12 has come with a lot of the most recent gateway airports for X-Plane. So I haven't run into many. There's been some, but I haven't run into many that need updated as far as global airports go for X-Plane 12. Not saying there aren't any, I just haven't run into many. So yeah, I don't really think that I have much left to go over this evening about this evening's flight. It was with the Pilot Club, and they are a training organization for VATSIM, so occasionally you do run into student pilots and some folks that just need a little guidance along the way. But that's all right, and that's why we do this, and trust me, I've been there too, and I'm still learning. I think that's it. I'm not sure when we're going to be flying next with the new year coming up, but I did have some time this evening, so I wanted to try and get one in. I do want to take a moment and say a couple of thank yous. Tabletop Android shared in the beginning part of our stream, and we got that resubscription from my good friend and buddy Hawker125. Check out Hawker125's channel. He does a lot of various types of flying, but he is actually currently building a Hawker simulator with a full Hawker fuselage, and I'm really kind of looking forward to watching the progress on that. I think that's it. Let's see who we can send you over to finish off your evening. Let's see. Tell you what, I haven't rated him before. We're gonna go check out Bill Forlee, Bill4LE. Does a lot of flying on Pilot Edge. He's in the PMDG 737-800 right now on Pilot Edge and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we'll send him some. We'll head over and say hello to him, so you guys can finish out your evening. So until our next regularly scheduled flight, hope you all take care and stay safe, and we will see you next time. And if I don't talk to you beforehand, have a great new year. Take care.